Before I came out here, my girlfriend suckered me into watching that movie, The Notebook. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie. It's a real ladies flick. If you haven't seen it, it's a beautiful movie. It's a beautiful movie about a beautiful man and a beautiful woman having a beautiful relationship that would never happen in real life ever. It's completely made up. And it sucks because women are into it. They're like, oh, he's so sexy and nice and considerate. And then you turn and you look at your turd of a boyfriend and you're... Why aren't you more like this guy that's never existed in the history of a... There was a scene in that movie where he writes a letter every day for a year to that girl. Every day for a year. Not a text message, not an email, not an IM, a letter. Stationary, a quill, dipping it in ink, every cursive S, going to the post office, letter. My girlfriend saw that, she's like, oh, would you do that for me? No. Never. I give up during text messages sometimes. You guys ever do that? You want to text your girl something sweet, and then halfway through you're like, I got nothing today. I gotta Google something that rhymes with sugar rump, because this ain't gonna cut it. Try again tomorrow. My favorite scene in that movie is the rowboat scene. If you haven't seen, this is what happens. There's a beautiful rowboat, right? A beautiful rowboat, beautiful date. She's dressed to the nines like she's meeting the Great Gatsby later, just dressed up. And they're rowing out there and it starts to rain. But she's all dressed up. And she's like, oh no, rain. For like a second, she's, and then she just goes, she just starts laughing like a maniac, just, and then they made love on the beach. And I was looking at that situation, looking at my girlfriend, going, that is not how that would go down. If that was me and my lady, she's dressed up, I take her out on a rowboat date, it starts to rain, she'd be like, oh, screw you, are you serious? Are you serious right now? You idiot! You didn't plan ahead? Oh, you moron! And I'd be right there yelling back at her going, oh yeah, you say I'm boring, you say I'm not adventurous, well this is adventure. Now grab an oar, you soggy broad, we gotta get back to shore. Hey guys, that's been my time. My name is Zoltan. Thank you very much.
Going off stage at the last show and do like, see your Trump got shot in the ear? And the world is so weird that that is actually a news story that didn't surprise me. If you saw the video, that was insane. It looks like an 80s action movie. He got up, there's blood, and he goes, ah! I was waiting for end credits to come up. Missing an Action 8 was the end of that. Oh my god. He just made him into an 80s action hero. And you know he's gonna play it up. The next time he's at the debate. Couldn't hold me down. That is wild, dude. That is crazy. I was trying to remember the last time there was an assassination. Wasn't that Reagan in the 80s? Was that the last one? I wonder if a comedian had to go on stage that day. I was trying to think of the people that have done this job in the past. Like who? Like Yakov Smirnoff or someone had to go on stage. What a country! It's crazy.
Washington, D.C. Cue the patriotic music. Now, do you have something more whimsical? Ah, that's good. I like that one. Washington, D.C., home of the White House and the Capitol. Spelled T-O-L at the end, not T-A-L. Just next time you text that, you don't want to look dumb. Also home to the Washington Monument pointy thing, and the Pentagon, and that weird jail cell looking thing that they put Lincoln in. And that big dumb pond that Forrest Gump gives a speech in front of. All the good stuff is in Washington, D.C. And so was I. Also, I want to note that this drone footage you're looking at, I didn't shoot this. This is just free on the internet. It could be AI. I'm not sure. I'm recording this before it's even created. My manager Mark is editing this together, and he's trying to keep up with all the dumb things I'm saying. Anyway, just just cut to some more stand-up.
Oh, thank you guys so much for coming out. This is I've been coming to this club for a few years, and I love it. I hope it never changes. I like it. It just feels rustic, you know? It feels like comedy was shoehorned into a place where someone was like, comedy will never work here. This room isn't built for it. And you're like, you'll see. And even when they finished building, the owner was like, I told you. Like, I told you. It's weird. It's a weird setup, but I like it. This is like olden times, you know? Like, I just came in from out of town, and I'm like, the revolution starts tomorrow. And you're like, I went to a meeting under a hotel. And this is how we knew when to show up and what to bring. I like that kind of feel to it, because some of the comedy clubs, they all look the same. It just feels like I'm performing at a Cheesecake Factory. But not this one. This one, I like the feeling where you're like, my check might not clear. You know, like that. But it always does. It always does. Every time I come here, it does. But every time they hand it to me, man, I'm like, I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked if I don't have a call with Bank of America on Monday. And I never do. I never do, because they run a good business here. But I love the feel of it. This is how it should be. Real brick walls. That's not a fake one that they put up in the lobby of a hotel. Oh, we need brick. That's where comedy happens, in front of a brick. This is real brick from back in the day, back in the olden times. I like it. This is why I like the East Coast. There's history here. I grew up in the West Coast. Nothing happened there. Nothing happened in the West. I grew up in San Diego. I think that town started in like 2003 or something. There's no historical tours in San Diego. It's just some guy like, oh, you see that Jamba Juice? Yeah, that used to be a Blockbuster. So, take notes, have a photo. But I like it. I like the old brick. I like DC. It's got such a good, it feels so important, you know? So important. There's stuff going on and people running. There's so many people in suits in a hurry. Like, oh, my legislation! Like, they all look like they're in a hurry to something. Doesn't everybody? Oh, they close at 4. Everyone's gonna die if I don't get this folder into the right guy. Everything just feels, oh, it's so cool. I don't know. Like I'm staying at a hotel across from the hotel I think all the NATO people are staying at. Yeah, NATO's in town. They're on tour. NATO's on tour, man. They shut it down. It's like the Beatles are in town. They had to set up all the equipment, you know? It's blocked. My street is blocked off. Like, I came in on an Uber yesterday, and my Uber couldn't get to my hotel because there's a giant Humvee and unmarked government vehicles, which are extra terrifying. Where it's like, should we put decals on these? They're like, no, let them wonder. Let them wonder what branch we are affiliated with. And so my Uber had to drop me off like 2 blocks away, and he's like, is this good? And I'm like, no. Like, I'm supposed to walk towards a Hummer with just a backpack on, and I think that's gonna go well? Like, I'm staying at that hotel, gentlemen. It's just so, I don't know. It's so important, man. Everyone's here, all of them. Zelensky's probably wearing camouflage still. Is he here? Probably. Oh, no, because he's not. He's trying to get into it, right? He's here. All right, cool. I like how quiet it got. Like, I like that guy. He's a former comedian, and he wears camouflage because his country's at war, which I think is cool. But he's not, you know, but he's in it. But he's not, you know, he's in it, but he's not in it. It's like weird to put on camo and then sit down at a laptop. Put on my fresh Under Armour for the war. It's kind of like when you get your house renovated and you all the construction workers are running around and you're like, I should put on my Wranglers for today. And then you just walk around and you're like, yeah, that's where the kitchen goes. I don't know. Don't get uptight. I'm sure he would find that funny. He's a former comedian. He's like, I do wear camouflage. That is true. It's just a good feel. I like it. I like the important feeling of this town. Even though, it's weird. Like, I was working in Canada, in Vancouver, the day after the last debate. And, that's a fun time to visit a new country, I went up there, and I don't know if you guys feel the way I do, but I don't think other countries should be allowed to watch our debates. I think that's private, okay? That's like our home movies. That's for us. You don't even get to vote, all right? That's for us. That's like a rival coach looking at game film that they illegally, like Belichick would do that. I don't think they should be allowed. You know how like Canada has their own Netflix and they don't get to watch all the shows we watch? You don't get to watch the debates like we do. No. It was interesting, that's for sure. And there's a lot of good put downs, like Biden called Trump. He's like, you have the integrity of an alley cat, which was my favorite. That was my favorite put down of the entire thing, because I could see on his face, he's like, hell yeah. Like, bless his heart, he thought that was a good one. He thought he was on the set of Happy Days putting Potsy down or something. Like, you have the integrity of the alley cat. Oh. I'm gonna go see what the Fonz is up to. Malarkey! It was fun. Like, it was weird to watch, because I wasn't fully paying attention. I had taken an edible, and so I was watching it in soft focus. Like when you're watching something, but your eyes aren't sharp, but you see it, you get it, but it's a soft focus. And I was looking at the debate with a soft focus, and I'm like, from the outside, it just looks like the oldest person in the country's punishment is to be the president. Like, that's the rules in America. Like, oh, you have to do it. Huh? I don't wanna. Did Meredith die? What happened? And then the other guy's the next oldest, and he's like, oh no, it's just both of them making their best case to go, not me. Pick that guy. And they're just like, golf. For the love of God, don't pick me. I don't know. It's fun. It's fun to think about, I've been thinking about it a lot, Republicans and Democrats. It's pretty much mom and dad, if you think about it. Like, at its base, it's mom and dad. One's really worried about the budget. It's like, oh, who's going to pay for this? And the other one's like, come on, let's do it. You got it, let's do it. Come on. Oh, he'll come around. But then your mom also wants you to be polite. Like, oh no, we don't say that in this household. But your dad's cheap, but like you can cuss around him. He likes a good off-color joke. He'll be like, ha 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 ha. Don't say that around your mother, but that's a good one. But now it's weird, Now it's like mom and dad got a divorce. And now mom's like a non-binary vegan who hates men, and dad joined the Klan. And he thinks the earth is flat. And we're just over there like, I love you both, but... The reunion's gonna be weird. It's fun. It's fun to think about, I guess. I don't know. I love traveling. That's the best part of this gig, because you get to stop. It's like a mini vacation for me. I get to stop worrying about life at home, and I get to be here. And I'm at a weird hotel with bad Wi-Fi. You guys, the hotel prices in this city are outrageous. It's the most expensive all year round, all the time. It's never. I'm always like, what, is there an event? There's like NASCAR in town. Like, what's going on? And it's like, no, it's $1,000 a night. That's what it is. So I've stayed at this hotel many times. Has anyone stayed at this hotel? No, don't. I mean that with all the love in my heart. This club is great. Good Lord, is it weird up there? I used to stay up there. And now I'm staying at another hotel, which is nicer, but still weird. It's an off-brand hotel. It's like a family that bought a building, and they're like, we're going to renovate it. I know a guy. And you see what they did, and you're like, you cut a lot of corners, all right? there's just tile everywhere. Like, it's tile, and they ran it up the wall, which I've never seen before. I don't even think that's up to code. You're like, what happened in this room where they're like, just tile up the floor, just hose it out when they leave. I don't know what these people do in these rooms. Just run a hose in there. Burn the sheets. I don't know what they're doing in here. It's a bizarre setup. I don't know. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice to. It's nice. Summer's hard. This is the hardest time to travel because this is when everyone that doesn't travel travels. And I'm a professional. I do it all the time, so I know I have a nice, easy slip-on off shoes. I'm ready to go. You know, I'm ready to party. But like, I sat next to a creepy guy recently on a flight where I was flying to Florida, and this middle-aged dude. Before we were taking off, he's on his phone. And he's just on Facebook zooming in on pictures of women's boobs. Like, right, different women, and zoomed right to the rack, just every time. And he's holding the phone here because of the eyesight. So I can see it without seeing it, you know? I'm just focusing on my own thing, and I'm like, what are you doing? And it's just boom, right to the, boom, right. Hell yeah. Wow. All right. America. Like, he's just zooming through. And then the plane starts taking off, like it starts to run down the runway, and he quickly puts his phone down and goes. And I was like, I wish I had the confidence to go, is that for the flight or the sinning? What was that for? I love, because we're all hypocrites, but it's fun to see it in real time like that. Usually there's a few hours in between where you can point out, didn't an hour ago you say this, but now you're doing that? But it's so quick. It's fun to see that in real time. Hey there, thank you so much for watching my video. Is this too close? We're keeping it. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Also, I'm gonna be on tour all year, 2024. Might be the last one. So, you know, go to zoltancomedy.com, look at the tour schedule. If you don't see your town, sign up for my mailing list. I promise I'm going to try to come, and I'll see you out there on the road. Thank you. So good to be here in Austin. I came in yesterday, and I got to be honest with you, a little too much for me, what you guys are doing here. Yeah, I think I'm more of a suburban Houston type person. You know, just where all the homes look the same, and everyone's in bed by 10, and you got good slippers, good hearty slippers, and everyone's built like they process cheese. Like, that's what... It changes. Once you get to, like, Austin, it changes, but I was in Houston and Dallas, and there was just there's a build for Texas. There's a build, and I know where it comes from, because I've had barbecue since Tuesday, and I feel it. The build is Alex Jones. It's like, if you've ever seen Alex, he looks like he's digesting at all times. There's just a bit of, oh, that's a lot of meat, just kind of red-faced and sweaty, and you're like, immigrants. Like, it's just like, oh no, you just need some water and a salad. That'll process nicely later. Yeah, I need a salad, but I can't find one. Oh my God. Every time I try, I'm like, do you have salad? We have brisket? And you're like, yeah, that's what I said. More brisket, please. God damn, what are you guys putting in brisket? Where it just stays there. It doesn't, I don't think anything's happened bathroom-wise for me since Tuesday. I just keep putting more brisket on it. It's not good. Not limber. It's just a weird mix. That's a good laugh in the back. Absolutely. Shoot a Uber. Parking's a real situation. Breakfast. But I'm definitely doing it. Brisket before coffee and a beer before coffee. I don't know if it gets more Texas than this. You know how I check how much salt I've been having? I see if my ring slides on and off. This is my sodium barometer. It's getting pretty snug out here. And the foods that I ate, honestly, in every video I look sadder and sadder with all this red meat I've been eating.
I mean, it is a lot.
Dude, I've been eating this since Tuesday. I mean, you can see it on my face. They all look happy. Everyone looks so happy.
full of protein and ready to.
You gotta get your fucking vitals, man. Then you're home.
Yeah, I gotta go get a salad.
And this your first barbecue?
It's my first time at Terry Flag.
Oh, so you had other barbecue.
Oh, and we had brisket yesterday too. I've had brisket almost every day this week.
What was the best spot?
This place.
This place.
Yeah, the meat in this place for sure.
Yeah, I'm impressed. Like this, I was just in Kansas City and I had barbecue there, and it was kind of bad.
Yeah, which one did you go to, Joe? It's a gas station spot? Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah,
People
wasn't
were
that
like,
great?
this spot's great, and I'm like, sure. So I walked over and I was like, it's not very good.
It's not. That's great.
Like this is way better.
Yeah, man, there's a lot of good ass restaurants here.
Yeah.
Someone else that's full of brisket. Yeah. Just a lot of meat, a lot of driving. A lot of meat, a lot of driving. Angry driving. Angry. You guys drive like with this, like you feel it as they cut you off. You feel it, like it's this energy of I have a gun and I want to use it today. Like give me a reason to put 2 in your windshield. It's this, and I don't have it. I'm just sort of like, what? And I rented the proper vehicle. I'm in a red Dodge Challenger, all right? Full testosterone, 3 testicles, not even 2, 3. 3, like I'm on Nugenics, and the third one went bloop in the back. And you're like, this guy's got extra back hair, absolutely. And even with it, I'm just still like, what are we doing right now? Just, come on, we'll all get there. No. And all of them, that's been the one consistency between Houston, Dallas, and here is every freeway is jam-packed. Everyone's doing 8 miles an hour, but it's an angry 8 miles an hour. You get cut off at 8 miles an hour. I didn't know you could get cut off going that slow. And I watched it happen. Some dude's like, yeah, and I'm like, am I getting cut off going 8? Like I didn't know I could hit the brake and go slower than I was already going. But I was like, I had to hit the brake, otherwise I might have tapped him, you know? Everyone on the freeway, 8 miles an hour, angry, I'll shoot you in the face. And then you guys got frontage roads where everyone's just doing 90. Just a hard, it's reversed. It's like you're supposed to drive that speed on this road and that on that, and no, 90, yeah. Man, every time I pulled out a parking lot this week, it's been life and death. Every time You're like, don't even talk to me. I gotta focus. You can't even take a sip of that Starbucks. You're like, no. This is, And when you're pulling into a place, everyone's doing, you can't slow down and then pull in. Everyone's doing 90 behind you. You gotta just Dukes of Hazzard it into that Starbucks parking lot going, I hope no one's walking in that parking lot, because I will kill them doing 90.
Should I slide across the hood? My third testicle just dropped. How you feeling, Bob?
Like $1,000,000.
You know what would be a slick pickup line?
No.
If you were like, we just want to see the boots. Hey, you want to see me knock them?
Yeah.
And then you throw a kick.
It's a good energy. I like what you guys are doing here. Definitely different here in Austin. Austin feels like California without the taxes. A little bit, right? Yeah, you know, I like it. Everyone moved out here. They're like, we want to buy a house. And that's why the homeless people are here. Because they're like, us too? And we're like, oh. Not so much on you guys. But bring that tent, dude. Bring that tent. I know, that one's harder to laugh at. I agree. Because we got morals. I know, we feel bad, but not wrong what I said. So good to be here. What's up, Austin? Late show. We're doing it Friday night. Whoop-de-whoop. I love it. This town is too much for me. I'll be straight up with you. There's too much going on. Yeah, everyone looks like they need a little rehab. Too much. Last night was my first night hanging out in this town. I was at the Sunset something down the street, and there's people smoking inside. There's people doing cocaine in the bathroom. There's neon lights everywhere. It was like they're just begging that this was 1985. Like, they're like, we want it to be the 80s. We will make it the 80s. It's good. Thanks for coming out to the late show. I'm not a late show guy, man. My goal in comedy is to get to a level where it's 8 o'clock and that's it. Honestly, I'm not all this fun. It looks fun for you. For me, I'm just like, man, I want to, man, if we could just be at home and like that's what I want, man. Like every time I'm out, I'm like, man, what if we were home right now? Can you imagine? There's so much stuff at home. Remember that couch we picked out? Why? Because it's the good couch. And we're not sitting in it. What are we doing right now? That's who I am. I'm not a fun person. I'm a couch, 5 milligram, edible. Yeah, not a lot, but just enough, you know? Just enough. I'm so glad that's legal, because that'd be embarrassing to buy from a drug dealer. I got into the edibles during the pandemic, and I'm like, thank God these are legal, because it'd be so embarrassing to go into a studio apartment of some drug dealer. He's like, what will it be? I'm like, the gummy bears. I'd have to order something else just so he wouldn't judge me. And I'd be like, oh, and some black tar heroin. The gummy bears are for the kids, the smacks for daddy, all right? We're here to party. We're here to have a good time. I like it, man. I looked into it. Weed's been legal in some form or fashion for the last, 10 years, depending on states, right? And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but in the last decade, anxiety and conspiracy theories through the roof. And I'm not saying it's connected, but I think it might be connected, all right? Because I get it. Sometimes I'll get on the wrong side of a 5 milligram, and I'll make eye contact with one of my cats. I'll be like, what do you know? Tell me right now, what the hell do you know? There's something about it. I get into edible, I skip the things I pay for. No Netflix, no Hulu. I go to YouTube. I go to the free one. 10 years ago, I never would have thought the earth was flat. Now, who really knows? Right? I've had the window seat on a flight. I didn't see it curve either. Right? I like that joke because some people laugh and other people are like, is he serious right now? Like, what's happening? That's where we are as a society, that a person can go, maybe the earth is flat. And people are like, I don't know if he's joking. Actually, it could go either way right now. That's what we do. Go home. Make weird Googles. I remember I was on the couch, 5 milligram clicked in, and I was just playing with my zipper. I was just going, beep, beep, beep. And then I turned to my wife and I'm like, who invented the zipper? And she's like, I don't know. And I'm like, Google it. She goes, you Google it. And I go, I will. And I actually Googled who invented the zipper. Some guy, some dude invented it. And then I went deeper into it. I found the schematics that they sent to the patent office. And you ever do that? You ever look up an invention from 100 years ago and they actually show you how it works? And you're like, man, if you put a gun to my head, I couldn't recreate that. It's like you're looking at it, but you're like, I don't get it. It was like looking into a lava lamp, but you're like, yeah, but where did that piece come from? You know, just blown away. The zipper was a little extravagant. We didn't need a zipper. We had buttons. Buttons were doing great until one brave man was like, my dingus is gonna fall out of there. I need something a little more secure. And then he came up, beep. It's an arrogant piece of clothing, the zipper. It's kind of arrogant. It's unnecessary. What do you have down there that needs that much security? It's like those people that have AR-15s. You gotta protect my family. And you look at their family, they're not that special. What do you... I don't see a single human being in there that's worth protecting with any of those bullets. I've never said that out loud before, but it felt really good. It felt really good to say out loud. But yeah, I don't know. There's something about it. It's an arrogant piece of clothing, the zipper. It's not as arrogant as the scarf. The scarf might be the most arrogant. I grew up in San Diego, so I never wore a scarf because my neck's always been safe from the elements. Even in the middle of January, I never went outside in San Diego and went, oh, my jugular. It's always been fine. But I had a show in Chicago. We were living in San Diego. I had a show in Chicago, and my wife is from Toronto, so she knows about winter. And she goes, you need to buy a scarf. You can't go to Chicago without a scarf in the winter. So I just Amazoned a scarf, and it showed up, and she goes, do you even know how to wear one? And I go, a scarf? Yeah, I know how to wear a scarf. You go, you put it, and you whip it. That's it. That's what I thought you did. You'd put it and you throw and you run off, and the back whips in the wind like the Red Baron or something. That's how you wear a scarf. Apparently not. You gotta like fold it, and there's like so many ways to wear it, but you fold it and you and there's no way to wear a scarf without you looking like your father owns all the railroads. Like it's an arrogant piece of clothing. Just walks around clucking. But yeah, that's what we do. Stay home, we watch Netflix, watch all the serial killer documentaries. Big into those, man. Super fun. Watched last year was the Jeffrey Dahmer show. Do you remember that one? That was so good. That actor did such a good job. Did such a good job. In the first episode, he was dancing in a nightclub, like 10 minutes into the episode. He had danced like Jeffrey Dahmer. Do you realize how hard that is for an actor? There's no file footage he could have looked up to see how Jeffrey Dahmer danced in 1990. Yeah, it had to come from within. He had to just feel it out. There's no spring seminar at NYU on, we're gonna dance like serial killers this summer so you can be master thespians once you become an actor. He had to feel that from within. Did an amazing job. I love how that actor played Napoleon Dynamite, because he played Napoleon Dynamite with like a hint, or no, I'm sorry. I said that backwards. Thank you, Lone Star. He played Jeffrey Dahmer with a hint of Napoleon Dynamite, right? He was like Jeffrey, but it was just a touch of it. Like every time he talked to his dad, like his dad would be like, "Damn it, Jeffrey, get a job," and he'd be like, "All right, Dad, jeez." Like it was just a pinch of Napoleon Dynamite. But yeah, I love all the murder documentaries. They're fascinating. Do you have a favorite serial killer, sir? In the front? No? No favorite serial killer? Anybody have one? Favorite? Man, that's mine, dude. Really? That's so cool. Usually people, I like you already, because mostly, anytime I ask that, people usually go either Dahmer, Bundy, that's a big one. Some people like Charles Manson, which that guy didn't even do it, which is extra crazy. He was like, "You do it." And they're like, "All right." Like, that's extra power. But I like Gacy. Gacy, if you don't know, he's the one that dressed up like a clown, right? He killed like 30-something people. He killed 30 young men in the 80s, and he hid their body while also running a successful construction company. That's how successful this man was. Like, how did he have the time? Like, I was almost late to this show. Like, and this guy was burying bodies going, "I gotta get to the Johnson job site," and then he would haul us over there. It's just fascinating. Like, it's so crazy. He was able to lure young men over to his house because he had a pool table and some marijuana. That's all it took in the 70s. That's how boring the 70s was. You could go up to a 19-year-old kid and be like, "Yeah, I got a pool table and some weed," and they'd be like, "Say no more. I'll open that door myself," you know? That wouldn't work today. I don't think John Wayne Gacy could make a friend today. Like, if he went up to some 19-year-old kid and be like, "Hey, I got a pool table and some weed," they could be like, "What?" "I have a smartphone, and I'm microdosing on shrooms as we speak." Like, well, I don't think you got anything for me, old man. But I love the serial killer documentary. It's just fascinating, because, like, who would do that? That guy did that, you know? And it's a bummer, because I love those documentaries. My wife and I, we watch them all the time, but we're running out of them. You know, we watched all of them, because there's no more serial killers. Serial killing, that's an old-timey thing. 70s, 80s, 90s. No one's doing the serial killing anymore, so we're out of the documentaries. Now we got mass shooters, and that's a lame documentary. No one wants to learn about a mass shooter. Ugh, you know? Mass shooters are a great representation of today's society. Everyone wants to be famous, but no one wants to put in the work. You know what I mean? John Wayne Gacy put in the work, all right? He lured young men over. He had clown makeup. He ran a successful construction company. He learned magic, all right? He was in his bathroom going, "Is this your card? Is this I'll watch that documentary any day." The mass shooter, what's the documentary? He didn't blink a lot. And you're like, "No, thank you." It's wild. Yeah, live it up. Go do your thing, man. I'm doing it. I'm starting to get some steroids. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start stealing. I'm gonna get some steroids, get jacked for no reason. You ever do it? Yeah, next year I'll come back with giant arms for no reason. Just come back. Not too big, but big enough that if I took my shirt off, you wouldn't notice the mole with the hair in it first, you know? That's the level of jacked I want, where I take my shirt off and you're like, "Ooh, oh yeah, there's the mole with the hair." And because you don't want too big. Like, if you have giant cartoonish arms, you better be doing big arm things all the time. Otherwise, you're gonna look ridiculous. Like, you better be moving a boulder off the interstate or something. You ever see a dude with big arms do everyday activities? It looks like a joke. I was on a flight, this dude was jacked, he was just texting on his phone, he was just sitting there. He looked like a gorilla trying to pick a lock. He looked so dumb. But none of us could say it because he looks like he could throw us across the street. So we all just went, look like an idiot. But I'm thinking about it. Just get jacked, get on that Nugenics, you know? Yeah. You watch ESPN, you know what I'm talking about. For the rest of you that don't know, they just sell straight up steroids on ESPN. They call it Nugenics. The spokesperson is Frank Thomas, the big hurt, retired baseball player. And the other guy in the commercial is just some guy who looks like me. And this is how the commercial goes. I see him and I go, oh my God, you're Frank Thomas. And he's like, oh. And I'm like, you look so good, Frank Thomas. And he's like, it's all because of Nugenics. And he shakes the steroids, and I'm like, what's that? And he's like, well, once you hit 35, your testosterone levels drop, and if you take some of these, you'll feel like a 16-year-old. Is that what you want? And I'm like, no, not really. He's like, are you sure? Because your wife would appreciate it. And then he gives a dirty baseball player a wink. And then that character's wife shows up because he's like, no, my wife's happy. And that character's wife goes, no, I'm not. He's like, what? Next thing you know, he's chugging the pills, swinging a kettlebell. I don't want to lose my family. I'm paraphrasing, but that's pretty much the commercial. And I'm not, listen, I've traveled all across the country, and I've just noticed there's a bunch of jacked middle-aged dudes. And 10 years ago, there weren't. All right? 10 years ago, they would just tuck their shirts in, and that was it. And now they're all just, they got slick back hair, sleeve tattooed. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with getting jacked in your middle ages. Nothing wrong with that at all. What scares me about that is the trajectory of that. Because that means eventually we're going to have ripped senior citizens. And that's terrifying. That's not how we grow as a species, just to have shredded elderly people. Can you imagine that? Just some 95-year-old with a six-pack, just bam, you like that? You like that? And you're like, not at all. Does that look good? It looks wrong, is what it looks like. Like the muscles are there, but the skin's all wrong. You know what I mean? Just looks like you threw a weathered tarp over a brick wall. Like, it's there, but it's wrong. Thinking about it, get some steroids. I don't know. I fly all the time. That's what I do. I'm a Delta man. Yeah, I got some Delta people here. Yeah, platinum medallion member over here. Hell yeah, what you at? Or do you have, what's your status? Silver? All right, yeah, you shouldn't even talk to me. All right? No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You'll work your way up. Just keep at it. One day, you'll be next to me and the other platinums. Maybe one day you and I will both be diamonds and we'll really be crushing it. But the best part is you get free upgrades, because I can't afford a first class ticket, but I can afford to sit in the back like 100 times. So if you fly enough, they bump you up to first class, which is great. But sometimes they bump you up to Delta Comfort, which is still cool. But the last time I flew, they put me in first row of Delta Comfort, which sucked because my entire viewpoint was just first class. It was weird. So I got to see them get everything I don't get. They just had a giant bucket of snacks and everyone got it, and then it came to me and they're like, whoop, all right. It was like I was in some sort of poverty purgatory where I'm like, it was like being at the trailer park all over again, and there's the gated community getting all their free handout. I'm like, what about me? And so I was sitting there kind of angry, and I was spying on the dude in front of me in first class. And I was watching while we were flying, he used the Wi-Fi to pay his American Express bill. And I'm like, that's lame, dude. That kind of responsibility is for row 32. Get out of here. First class is for fun. That's for drinks and woo, having a good time. And he's over there being responsible. And I'm not making this up for the joke. His American Express bill that he paid was $160,000. And he paid all of it, not even the minimum. He just paid all of it, and then he put his phone away like he didn't just do that. And I was like, that's my seat. Like, that guy should be on a private jet. What are you doing flying commercial? Get at, that's my free seat you're sitting in. And just for the record, I don't I'm not saying this guy's evil because he's rich. I'm not saying that. I don't think being rich makes you evil. I think he's evil because when they came by with the snacks, he turned them down. And I'm like, oh, that's a villain right there. That's a bucket of snacks you don't even know about. You've never even seen these snacks at the store. They came by and he's like, no, thank you. And I'm like, that's the most evil man on the planet right there. Because that's the kind of self-discipline you need to one day close a community center. You know what I mean? That's the kind of self-discipline it takes to go, no, Nana doesn't play bingo here anymore. This is gonna be a high-rise condo now.
Hey, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it, shared it, subscribed to it, hit the notification bell, do all the things YouTube makes you want to do. Other than that, I wanted to let you know that I'm constantly on tour, so go to my website, zoltancomedy.com, and see if I'm coming to a town near you. Thank you kindly.
I am over 20. Excuse me. Thank you. Sorry, I had a bunch of nuts before the show, and they got stuck. That's why the Bud Light. I wasn't a planned joke, but trust me, I wasn't building up the entire time for that moment. But I did choke on a weird peanut shell back there. And then as I was drinking the Bud Light, I saw this guy with the Second Amendment shirt going, he's drinking a Bud Light, and I was like, quickly, save it! Don't lose the audience in Missouri. And I quickly tried to bring it around.
Make some noise for Zoltan.
Solid attempt. Give it, Carter, everybody. Make it loud for him. What's up, everybody? One more time for Carter. He almost got my name. That is a tough name to nail, man. I've never seen someone quit in the middle of it, though. That was Zoltan, and then he's like, I have one of those last names, but where like looking at it doesn't help. Like if you're like, what was it? How do I pronounce it? Looking at it's not gonna help. That's like someone just punched you in the eyes with letters. Like, figure that out, you know? It's so nice to be here. One more time for Carter and Old Man Willie. Oh, Lord. I don't know if they talked about it, but I feel like they could be related. Like I got similar energies from both of them. Like I can see Carter being Willie in like 70 more years. He's gonna age into a lot of those jokes. Like it's gonna be good. I like Carter. He has the look of like a villain from the 20s, you know? He looked like he just got done tying someone to train tracks. All right, some of you are into it, some of you were bored. All right, we're getting started. We're gonna start low, we're gonna build high, don't worry. It's good. It's first time here in the blue room, and you guys meant it. It's blue. All right. You guys are on theme. I love it. They told me this used to be a church. Yeah. I could, like, it was one of those cool churches, though. You could tell. Was it? Someone's like, I heard someone go, no, it wasn't. It was in between. Did you go to it?
I came a couple times.
Yeah. Was there, like, trips? It felt like this was, like, a church where they had trips.
Oh, no. It was interesting.
It was interesting. Wow, what a subtle way to say it turned into a cult, huh? The way he said it, it was interesting. And I was like, we get it, man. Well, I'm waiting for the documentary too. Just like you. It's gonna be a hell of a documentary. That's why anytime I see someone in the news, my wife and I, we nudge each other, like, can't wait for that documentary. You know, every time we're like, that's gonna be a badass documentary. The submarine thing, you know that's coming out.
It's already out.
It's already out?
It's already out.
They made it already?
They made it already.
But who's editing that? God
God, who's editing these documentaries? It's like, we don't even know yet. Just do it. Just make it. We're going to come up with 2 endings. A really joyful ending, and then the one where that guy's giving the speech. Did you guys watch that guy's speech? The guy for the Coast Guard? There was a catastrophic implosion. Which, that's not, like, you know what that reminds me? It reminds me when I was a kid and I'd watch the news and I didn't know big words. And that doesn't explain what happened. Because that's, like, if I was a kid and I listened to catastrophic implosion, I'd be like, so are they alive? Or, like, that's not enough. I need, like, a visual. Someone in the back to go, like, that's what catastrophic implosion means, man. That's a bummer. I did $250,000 for that trip, and I looked into it. They didn't even have seats. Did you guys know that? In the submarine, no chairs. Spirit Airlines has chairs. $50, wherever you want to go. Chairs. $250,000, and you show up and like... It just looked like they had a drawing. I was on a website and they had like a drawing of the submarine, and they just had a picture of 5 people sitting cross-legged with a 1 window. They had to share 1 window. $250,000, 1 person gets the window seat, and you just... Honestly, when you looked at the diagram of the people sitting in there, it looked like a punishment. It didn't look like a wild adventure. It looked like they were sentenced to something harsh. They're like, listen, you guys, you're going in the submarine. And you're like, no, please. You're going. You're not getting the window seat. There will be no seats. It's classic. Rich people never know how to have fun. They don't. That's what they do for fun. They're like, we're going to go on a submarine, $250,000. Every rich person activity sounds like a punishment. The opera. You know? Polo, you know? Caviar, like pheasant hunting. And you're like, ugh. That's all I had on it. I was trying to watch the news. I don't know. It was fun. I've never been up here to Springfield, Missouri. I've done Kansas City. That's where I flew into. I landed into Kansas City. New airport over there. I don't know if you guys go check that out. They had the oldest airport before, and now it's the newest one. I don't know if you've ever been down there, but the oldest airport, like you wouldn't, it was, not only was it before 9/11, it was before World War II. Like, that's how old that airport looked. They're like, there's never been anything bad that's happened in this country. That's how old, like, you could drop someone off and wave to them as they boarded their flights. And I like that. It was easy to find the Uber pickup area, because it was just the curb, you know? They're like, is this the Uber? Yeah, you're at it. I'm like, all right. But now it's like super modern. Like, it was beautiful. I got off and I had to go tinkle. And I ran into the restroom, and they actually had a sign that lets you know how many stalls were opened, like before you went in there. And I'm like, that's a little too technical, you know? Leave a little mystery, you know? Isn't that fun? You get off that flight, your teeth are floating, and you're like, I really gotta, there's a line, you know? Don't take all the thrill out of life. Let me live a little. Just a little. I don't know. Then we had gotten a rental car, got a badass rental car. It's a Cadillac. I've never driven a Cadillac in my life. And they didn't want to give it to me, but they didn't have the car that I was supposed to have, so they had to begrudgingly give me an upgrade. That's a good little traveler's tip, because I travel all the time. If you get up to the counter and they really try to push the upgrade on you, hey, for an extra $50, I can put you in a Cadillac. What that means is that Nissan Versa isn't back yet. And they're trying to get some money, so just stay strong. You're gonna get the Cadillac. Okay? You're gonna get that Cadillac. Don't pay an extra $50 for it. Next time they ask you, they just go, oh, the Versa's not back yet? And watch their face go, damn it, he knows their secrets. Free upgrade. And we made the drive out here. It was me by myself. But I talk in my head, so it feels like I'm not alone. Made that drive, man. There's nothing between here and Kansas City, dude. Nothing, man. A lot of nothing. Nothing and then Amish. And you're like, wow, you know? It's so crazy because and we keep, like, I feel like I'd scare them, you know? If I pulled over and showed them what's going on in this Cadillac, they'd be like, get the hell out of here, dude. With your witchcraft. Like, I don't even know if I could explain AI to the Amish. I wouldn't even know how. Just like, imagine if the butter that you're churning ended up one day killing you all. Like, imagine that happening. I think that's the best way I can explain it. It's a tough one, you know? But they might be living right, you know, because we've used every piece of technology to make sure we hate each other. Everything that's come out, we're like, how can I hate someone with this? But they're over there. There's no group chat in the Amish community. That's just 5 people in the same room. That's what a group chat is. What was that, Jebediah? You know? That's a group chat right there. Yeah, it's creepy. It's a creepy drive. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Oh, I had to pee, and I was hungry, and the next stop was a town called Humansville. I kept driving, you know? And I was hungry. Nope. You ever have those moments you just drive and you see the name of the town, like, we're not doing that.
I take it you didn't stop at Fair Play after that? Or
What's that?
did you stop in Fair Play after
No, I kept driving until I got here. Because after I saw Humansville, I'm like, we're not stopping anywhere. Because it felt like a trap, you know? Humansville sounded like aliens from outer space took over a town, and they're like, how do we get them to come in? Name it something relatable. Humansville! And then you show up, there's just no one's blinking. Welcome to Humansville! Think you're having a good time, next thing you know, they're sucking out your spinal fluid. Watch a lot of Black Mirror, you guys. Because it was Amish, and then like right outside, like this city's cool, like the town here, and then right outside of it, a little methy. And let's be honest, you know, it's methy. It's a little. I don't know what that. I guess that's still Springfield, but like right outside where you get off the freeway, and then it's like I ate at a Jimmy John's over there. You know, which I try not to, because the owner kills lions in Africa, so I try not to support that, but I was hungry. And I was in the middle of what felt like nowhere, and I'm like, you know, someone's gonna eat these sandwiches. So I went in there, but as I pulled in, there was a shirtless dude, this big jacked up white dude, shirtless, and he was just walking. You know, like some people gotta walk where you're like, oh, there's a felony coming at the end of that walk. You can tell in the stance, you're like, he's headed to something bad, you know? And I looked closer, he had an ankle bracelet, like the monitor. And I'm like, where are the police? Like, there's no way his boundaries are the town. Like, yeah, just feel free to walk around all methy and shirtless, scaring the town folk. Where are the police? He was scaring the town folk. I know I wasn't the only one afraid, it was me and Jimmy. We're looking out there going, hope he's not hungry. I don't think we can take him together, even together. He looked like he had the good prison muscles. Oh, please eat. I see you holding your sandwich. Oh, you're laughing too hard? I'll slow it down. I don't want to keep you from eating. I just saw you holding that sandwich, and I'm like, eat, man. Enjoy yourself. Because I hate you guys, because I love eating, man, and thankfully my wife loves eating too. We're one of those couples, when the food arrives, we don't talk. You know, we do all our talking before and after. Once the food arrives, it's like we're in a fight. You know, but we're not. We're in a very lovely place. We're eating food, and our endorphins are high. But the worst is if we go on a double date with like another couple, and most other couples just don't eat Like they do, and then they're like, and my wife and I are like you right now, just going. And we're pretending to be into it, but inside on the inside we're like, shut up! Shut up and eat! We didn't have a snack before this meal, so because we knew this dinner was coming. Now you're not letting us eat. Let us eat. Yeah, man. It's good. Last weekend, I've been traveling a lot. Last weekend, I didn't travel for comedy. It was my buddy's bachelor party. A bunch of guys, and I'm 36, so a bunch of mid-30s to late 30s. We went to Parker, Arizona, which, I don't know, if you haven't been to Parker, Arizona, what I expect Humansville to be like, you know? It's a bunch of people where you're not real. Are you serious? It's just like you picture Arizona, but picture cast a movie about Arizona where the casting is a little on the nose. That's what Parker, Arizona is. There's a lot of dudes in hats, like baseball caps, but their hats are too big for their heads, so it covers the tops of their ears. Do you know what look I'm talking about? It's like bro-y, but not for the ocean. They're like... I grew up in Southern California, so I get it. Like, if you don't get it, there's two political parties in Southern California. There's people that go to the beach and people that go to the river. All right? Those are the two. And by the way, it doesn't split as liberal and conservative. It splits as sunshine or hell. I want to hang out in hell. It's 110 degrees. It was so hot, and everyone was scary. And my friend group, the guy who was the bachelor, he was having a great time. But he befriends everybody. So we had the biggest motley crew of people that I've ever met. Like people that I would never hang out with my entire life. I'm now spending a weekend with at the river. There's this one dude who fit right in. He looked like our connect to the town. His name was Jenny, I think. That was a nickname. He was one of those guys that had like 4 nicknames, so I never really got his name. And he was just covered in tattoos, head to toe, which I'm not judging, that's fine. But there was a beautiful moment on the drive back when we were talking about work and how stressful, because they have real jobs, not this fake stuff that I do, but like they have real jobs, and he just goes, money isn't everything. I've really learned that money isn't everything, even though I have the opposite tattooed on my leg. And I was like, what'd you say? And then he pulled up his leg and it said, money is everything on his leg. And I was like, oh man. So what now, I was like, well, I'm gonna keep it, but it'll remind me that I was wrong. It's important. They did so much drugs, and they shouldn't. I'm not a drug guy, never been. I have a low resting heart rate. That's my reason. I've never done, people do the cocaine now, all that stuff. I've never tried it, because one time I took an Adderall, and then it was fun. I was in Vegas, I took one little Adderall, and I just couldn't stop talking. I had, all night, just blah, 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 blah. I had nothing to say, but I couldn't shut up. It's the most I've ever said about nothing the entire time. And the next morning I woke up and it felt like I was sprinting, but I wasn't sprinting. My heart was just beating like a rabbit, and I woke everybody up. And they're like, yeah, that happens sometimes. And I'm like, you should be more afraid. And they're like, no, we're not. And I was like, okay. And I never did anything after that. I do edibles. That's what I'm into. I'm into the calming ones, I'm into the stuff where you go, if you get a drug that does that, I'll give it a try, Do you have one? If you can smile while doing it and not feel the need to, keep talking, then I'm into it. I love a little edible. I'm so happy those are illegal. Could you imagine if they were illegal still? Like having to buy that from a drug dealer, having to go into some drug dealer's studio apartment and be like, what are you here for? The gummy bears. I'd be so embarrassed. I'd have to order something else, just so he wouldn't judge me. And some black tar heroin, that too. The gummy bears are for the kids, the smacks for daddy, And I I gotta flush the heroin. I'm not doing that. I'm just trying to giggle while watching TV. Marijuana in some form or fashion has been legal in this country for about 10 years, I think. I don't know, I half looked it up. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but in those last 10 years, anxiety and conspiracy theories through the roof. And I'm not saying they're connected. I'm just saying it's worth looking into, you know? Sometimes I get on the wrong side of a little gummy, and then I'll make eye contact with one of the cats and be like, what do you know? Tell me right now, what the hell do you know? And they're just not impressed with me. Hey, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it, shared it, subscribed to it, hit the notification bell, do all the things YouTube makes you want to do. Other than that, I wanted to let you know that I'm constantly on tour, so go to my website, zoltancomedy.com, and see if I'm coming to a town near you. Thank you kindly.
Hey! All right. Thank you. One more time for Ashley and all the comics you've seen tonight. Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it inside. Some of you are excited. Some of you are tempering expectations. I appreciate that. I like that. I don't want everyone just like, yeah. I want some people that are going to make me earn their love. And that's, you know, like a good stepdad, you know? I'm here for someone else. Yeah. That's kind of what it is. If someone brought you to the show tonight, you're kind of like a stepdad. You're like, I'm here for her. Let's see what you can do. You know? It's my time to shine. Time to jig. Dance a little for you. So good. I'm so glad to be back. This is my second time in Alameda. Last time we did last year we did the shows outside, and I didn't appreciate that because I live in Southern California where it doesn't get as cold, and so I was out there and I was like, what? You know? It's hard to do me in the cold. I don't have a cold demeanor. I have a very like, oh yeah, turn the heat up, please. Kind of demeanor. That's why we have all the space heaters kind of set out. I don't know if you noticed the space heater on the piano. That's in my writer. I was like, need some space heaters set up, you know. It's very nice to be here. I love Alameda. I don't know what's going on. Clap it up if you live here. Yeah, you live here. All right, couple people there, right up here. Everyone else, we just kind of snuck on the islands. Yeah. So everyone else knows what I'm talking about. You guys, yeah, like, it seems like a secret society. A little bit of, like, Alameda, you know? It feels a little bit. Like, I feel like my checkout of the hotel is tomorrow, but I feel like if I stayed an extra day, there'd be a knock on my door from the mayor. They're like, hey, we loved having you. When are you leaving? It feels a little bit like that. Like, it's nice, but also, you know? I don't trust it, you know? It's like you guys have something secret going on over here, and you don't want everyone to find out about it. I like it, though. It's an island. You keep calling it an island. I don't see it. I guess. I won't argue with it. I'm not going to circumnavigate the island and prove you wrong. You're like, I went all the way around. It's a peninsula. Like, I'm not going to do that to you. It's just I landed in Oakland and I took an Uber ride and I didn't notice, you know? I'm like, I got here on wheels. How islandy is this island? But I like it. Staying at the hotel, it's like about 7 minutes away. Took the Uber over here and drove by that fancy high school you guys have. Good Lord, what a fancy, did you see that high school? Did anyone here go to that high school? Oh, there's one person right there. You went to that high school? Yeah. Are you going there currently? Yeah, I mean that as a compliment. You look like a youthful young person. You're going there currently. What grade are you in? Junior. You're junior there. Is that the most, I guess, what do you have to compare it to? Is that the only high school you've ever been to? Yeah. That is the most intimidating high school. I am 35 years old. I was intimidated in the Uber as it drove by, all right? Like, I graduated high school in 2005 with a 2.75 GPA, which is not bad, it's not good, it's right there, you know? And I've never felt bad about my education until I was in an Uber. We went by that school, I looked at it, I'm like, I don't know how to conjugate a verb. And I feel like the building knows. I feel like the building knows. You're gonna grow up to change the world, young man. You're gonna do great, because that is an intimidating school. This is so, it looks like a mall. It looks like Socrates went there or something. It's like that's where that guy went and didn't get a last name, you know? He might have a last name. I don't know, but it's cool. I like the area. It's very nice. I flew in yesterday, and I came in on Southwest, which is always that's a fun flight, right? A good Southwest flight, just go in there with everybody. I love a good Southwest terminal. Everyone looks like they woke up 10 minutes ago. No one's ready. No one knows the rules. Like, what? Just no care. Oh, all right. Like, their carry-on's too big. I can't fit this tent on the plane? Like, no, you can't. You gotta check that. You know? Everyone, I love that. Everyone looks late. Everyone looks like they're headed to a tragedy. Everyone looks like no one booked a Southwest flight 6 months out. That's a flight you booked the night before. And you're like, you remembered the eulogy, right? All right, we're going to a funeral. I don't know. It's high pressure. I fly all the time, and every week I'm at an airport. There's so much pressure. You gotta, looking out for all this sex trafficking. I don't know if you guys fly as much as I do, but that is every recorded message at every airport in the country. Keep an eye out for sex trafficking. If you see it, let us know. And that's the end of the message. And I'm like, we need more information. Like, what does that look like? That's not enough info. What am I supposed to look for? Am I supposed to look for a woman crying? Because that's every airport. Every airport I've ever been to, there's a woman crying, or about to cry, or just finished crying. Am I supposed to look for an angry man? There's an angry man at every airport. It's just not enough, you know? Give me more information. It's a lot of stress on me because I'm trying to be betterment for the world. Like, keep an eye out. And I'm like, oh. Well, it'd be so embarrassing if I called someone out for a second and they weren't, you know? I'm like, that person's upset. You're like, it's just, I think a victim. And then they look into it like, no, her carry-on was too big. And she can't. Now she's gonna have to check her bag to her final destination. Like, you weren't clear in the message. Should have more information in the loudspeaker. I don't know. We're all trying to do our best. It's nice to travel within California, but not leaving. So it's nice. I got a quick flight back home. I'll be home before 10 a.m. tomorrow. It'll be nice, you know. It's good to get back home. It's beautiful. I love living in California. It's getting tougher, you know. California is, it's not for the weak. You know? It's for us tough people. Look at the weather we've been putting up with. 2 weeks ago, we were in a drought. And now we're like, less water, please. Good God. We just have the extremes. It's either like no water, you're like, don't you dare take a shower. And now you're like, oh my God, get the boat. We are dying. We are dying. There's too much water. It's not enough. It's too much. Oh, I don't know. Can we shower again? Like, can we do that? That's going to be the postcard for California, just someone showering in a flood. Like they have a clogged drain. You know? It's rough. Yeah, California is rough, man. We're breaking up into two groups. The two groups are getting bigger and bigger, and they're making us choose who we're going to be. And I don't like to choose, but they're making us choose. Who are you going to be? Are you going to be homeless, or are you going to be a billionaire? And it's hard, because I know which one I want to be. But I also know which one is way more likely. That van is calling my name, I gotta tell you. I was actually thinking about homeless people and billionaires, and you know what? I think it's the same person. It's the same person. Like, if you take away the money and the rocket ships and all that, it's the same guy. You know, like neither group has a ton of friends. They're both kind of judged by mass society. They both say wild things. Wild things. I can control the weather, you know? I'm gonna buy Twitter. That's the same guy. It's just one of them has the money to do it, and the other one's just yelling it at a bus stop, you know? That's the difference, but other than that, you know, we're splitting hairs. So it's good. Doing my best out there. Doing my best, trying to live my life properly. I don't know. Mainly tonight, I'm just trying to look comfortable in this leather jacket. That is what's going on with me. Yeah, could you tell? You're like, that's not him at all. I don't know, you ever buy like a piece of clothing that you wish you could wear? Like, you can wear whatever you want, but you know what you feel like you can pull off in your own personality. I bought this leather jacket, I'm like, hell yeah, I want to be a leather jacket guy. And then I put it on, I looked in the mirror and I'm like, who is that? That's not me at all, you know? I feel like Kinnicky right now in Greece. That's honestly what I thought high school was gonna be. Did you think high school was gonna be like Greece? Because it kind of looks like Rydell High down there. Like a fancy Rydell. You know? That's honestly what I thought. I was raised by a single mom. We watched Grease a lot during my young formative years. And that's honestly what I thought high school was going to be. I'm going to join a fun gang. You know, not the ones you hear about in the news, but just a fun gang where we sing during lunch. How great would that be? Just hang out with your friends after lunch, do a little scoot up, you know? And no one ever told me that wasn't going to happen. Because I also never verbalized out loud what I thought it was going to be. Just in the back of my little young head, I'm like, we're going to do a lot of singing and dancing once we get to high school. And then we got to middle school, and I'm like, middle school kind of sucks. This would be a weird pivot. If you just went from regular crappy middle school to all of a sudden just full theater, you know? But then we got up there, and there was no singing or dancing. I was so bummed. I'm like, where's my gang? I was supposed to be in a gang, the T-Birds. We were supposed to be singing. God, tell me more, tell me more. I loved it. I don't know if you guys have rewatched Grease recently. They just put it on Netflix. And I watched it with Emma. She had never watched Grease. And we were listening to the lyrics, and she's like, good Lord. And I was like, I don't remember hearing that when I was 7. It's funny, like when you're 7 and like lyrics don't connect with you, they just become part of the song, and then you're older and you hear every lyric and you're like, what? Well, tell me more, did she put up a fight? And you're like, what? Everything I know about consent says there should be no fight. If there is a fight, that means no, I think. But that doesn't fit in with do-up-up, do-up-up, do-up-up. You're like, I think sometimes it's better not to rewatch things you liked as a kid. You're like, let those memories be in 1993. I know that movie came out before that, but that's when I watched it. 1993. I grew up with a weird childhood. I was watching Grease and Van Damme movies. I was a very oddly rounded child. Yeah? Van Damme? Yeah, that's what I watched. When I was a kid, I knew all the dance steps to Grease, and I could do the splits because of Van Damme. I was like the weirdest kid of all time. I loved it, man. I thought that Van Damme was the best because I was born in Budapest. I had an accent, you know, as a kid, and here was a guy who had an accent, and he looked uncomfortable on camera. And I was like, that's who I am. I'm like, Van Damme, you know, and if you get uncomfortable, you just do the splits. That's what you do. It's a great icebreaker. You make some new friends, especially at that age. You're 7. You're like, my name's Gary. My name's John. And I'm like, splits, you know? I'm Zoltan. And then you made a friend for life right there. You do the splits in 93, you know? I loved it. I actually got to meet Jean-Claude Van Damme when I was a kid. We lived in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I was in 1st grade, and we lived with this Hungarian lady who knew the makeup artist for the movie Sudden Death, which was shot in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This is not the best movie. It's based on hockey. Van Damme plays a firefighter who terrorists are gonna blow up the hockey arena, and then he has to go, he's one firefighter, he's like, I'm gonna kick these terrorists' ass. And he shows up, somehow he ends up in the game. There's a scene where he's the goalie, somehow he got into a fight in the locker room and he accidentally got into a goalie costume, and next thing he knows, he's like, glove save! Like he did the splits with the gear, glove save. And man, when I was a kid, that was the best. But I got to go on set and watch him like shoot a scene, and I didn't know about stunt doubles, you know? I was in the first grade. Like, I thought these artists were sacrificing their lives. Like, if I thought you died in an action movie, I thought you sacrificed your life for this art. You're like, no, that guy got his head kicked off in the 5th round because he loves acting, you know? And so when I found out we're going on the set, I'm like, we're gonna go watch a murder. This is amazing. Yeah, I know. That's what I thought I was gonna go see. Like, people didn't understand. Like, I watched Bloodsport when I was like 5, because we had moved to the country, and my mom didn't know what a rating system was. You know, she was learning to speak English, and I'd be like, Mom, I'm gonna watch this movie. She's like, okay, you know. And I would just be watching Van Damme breaking people's legs, snapping their heads off, and I'm 5, just in the splits, going, yeah, this is the best thing I've ever seen. And then I went to school, and my new friends at school were like, do you watch the Power Rangers? And then I went to watch the Power Rangers with them at their house. I'm like, this is the lamest thing I've ever seen. Everyone's still alive, no one's bleeding. Why aren't any of them sleeping with the women? What's going on? Like, that's what I was 5 years old, and I already knew about all of this, you know? And so I had like a weird upbringing, because we didn't know about rating systems. So I went in to go see Jean-Claude Van Damme shoot a movie, and we went into the fight scene. That's when I found out about stunt doubles. Like, he didn't do anything. Like, I was 7 years old. I'm like, I'm gonna watch him do the thing. He's gonna come in and kick that guy's ass. And we're like, action. And then he'd come in, he'd go, and it'd be a cut. And then he'd leave. And then some other guy who'd kind of look like him would just finish off. And I just remember, like, it was almost like coming downstairs and seeing Santa Claus making out with your mother. I grew up without a dad, so that was my Santa Claus moment, was seeing Jean-Claude Van Damme not be Jean-Claude Van Damme in front of my eyes. And then I was like, well, at least afterwards, maybe I'll get a picture with this phony. And he didn't take a picture with me. He came by and he's like, someone's like, he doesn't have time, so all I have is a Polaroid of me with a stunt double. The guy who did the real work. That was an impromptu story that doesn't have an end to it. And I know most jokes are supposed to ha 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 and then pay off, and then, but I just felt really comfortable with you, and I wanted to let you know that I was a big Van Damme fan, and I thought the Power Rangers were lame. You guys are fun. This is the last show of the weekend. We're here to, you know, have a good time.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are. Absolutely. You guys have already been the best crowd of the entire weekend. Yeah, you have. You have. Every crowd we've had all weekend, they've been fun, but they haven't been like, yeah. You know? Every crowd we've had has been like, yes. Which is still good. I'll take that. But you guys are like next level, you know? Everyone else was like going to the opera. You guys are like Monster Jam. You know? Gravediggers coming in. It's wonderful. But yeah, I have enjoyed being in your neighborhood. I went and had breakfast this morning. I met a fan earlier today. Is Brad here? Brad? No? Wow, he did. What's that? I'll be here, Brad. That sounded inviting and threatening at the same time. I'll be here, Brad. And you're like, is this a Van Damme scene? Anyway, well, that's really weird, because I asked this on the early show, too, and he wasn't there either. I'm really concerned, because I met a guy named Brad at a coffee shop. He's like, I'm coming to your show tonight. And I'm like, which one? He goes, 7 o'clock. And I asked at 7, he wasn't here. And now he's not here. Does anyone know Brad? Listen, you damn Islanders, speak up. What have you done with Brad? Did he not pay his HOA fees? What did you guys do with Brad? It was wild. Yeah, he recognized me at the coffee shop, which is like an exciting time for me. I don't get recognized often, so it makes me, you know? Because I just went in to have some coffee and a breakfast, and I was sitting there, and I could tell he was looking at me. He looked over at me, but I thought he was paying attention to what was going on behind me. Because behind me, there was a woman with a baby who was yelling for a beer. Which that's pretty attention grabbing, all right? If you're at a coffee shop, you don't even know they have beer, and someone comes in with a baby, you guys have beer? And you're like, whoa. And then I'm looking at that, and then I catch his eyes. I'm like, no, you're probably looking at that, right? Because that's, you know, we have a lot of questions. And he comes over and he goes, are you Zoltan? And I'm like, yeah, I'm Zoltan. And we shake hands. He says, dude, I'm coming to your show. And I'm like, hell yeah, I appreciate it. And that part made me feel good. But I also never assume that anyone recognizes me, because it's only happened to me like 5 times. And usually I'm like, I can tell, because someone makes eye contact and they're like, whoa. And I'm like, yeah, it's me. And I welcome it with open arms. But something happened that made me stop going. And it happened at LAX. I was at an airport. I was at the LA airport, and I was sitting there waiting to board a flight, and there was a dude just looking at me, and I could he was like, and I was like, here we go. I started like posing. I'm like, it is me. And then after a couple minutes, he gets up and walks over. So in my head, I'm like, all right, be ready, be courteous. Don't be like Jean-Claude Van Damme, you know? Don't snub this, be polite, and just be like, yeah, yes, it is me. Well, how are you? You know, I was getting myself ready for that, and then as he comes over, he's like, hey, and I'm like, yes. And he goes, yeah, your flashlight's on your phone, and you're blinding my wife. And ever since then, I've never assumed anyone recognizes me. Because I'm always like, I think I'm blinding someone's wife with my eyes. But I really am concerned about Brad. I think this is a search party now. We're all gonna hit the mean streets of Alameda and figure it out, man.
Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it, shared it, subscribed to it, hit the notification bell, do all the things YouTube makes you want to do. Other than that, I wanted to let you know that I'm constantly on tour, so go to my website, zoltancomedy.com, and see if I'm coming to a town near you. Thank you kindly.
Very nice to be here in Colorado. I love the altitude. That's always fun to get used to. It's fun because you guys enjoy it. You guys like watching people from not here going, why are you winded? And the best is when someone's never been in altitude and they have no idea, like, something's wrong. And I remember the first time I got altitude sickness, I couldn't feel my face. And I'm like, I'm hot, but I'm cold. And my hands are tingling. And when I would tell people, strangers, they would just go, I'm like, what is the matter with you? It's the altitude. This is the only state in the country where I get winded doing comedy. This is an incredibly low impact job, all right? Incredibly. I'm 35, but I have the joints of a 14-year-old, all right? These very, very limber, all right? And I'll do comedy in Denver, and I'll just be like, you'll see it happen. Around the 30-minute mark, I'll get amped up, and then we're going to take a break. See if you can spot it. You know? But yeah, I like Denver, Colorado as a state. I've always enjoyed coming out here. You guys were like the first. Were you the first state to legalize marijuana? Yeah, the first one. And that was what, 2015, 2016? Somewhere in there? Yeah, you guys were the first ones to do it, then the rest of the states started following. And oddly enough, the amount of anxiety and conspiracy theories have just gone through the roof. I'm not saying it's your fault, I'm just saying it might be your fault, all right? I'm not saying marijuana definitely causes conspiracy theories and anxiety, but I have an edible every once in a while and I'm anxious. And sometimes in the middle of it, I'll make eye contact with the cats and I'll be like, what do you know? I appreciate you guys coming out on what might be the hottest day in the history of Denver. I've only been in Denver in the winter when it's like the Coors commercial, you know? You know, they're like, do you want an ice cold beer? Ah, and I'm like, and today I was like, what a lie, you know? I want that ice train coming down the street right now. Shoot me with that beer in the face. Please. This is ridiculous. It can't be that, like, I'm not a global warming, I know that, I'm not trying to get political because I know people get weird. Is it climate? We already had to call it climate change because they're like, what? So I'm not saying anything, all right? But this is the mile-high city, and we're like a quarter mile from heaven, and it was 100 degrees today. It's too hot. It's too hot. There's not enough AC. I appreciate it. I like Denver. I've only been here in the winter, and so this is a different feel, you know, just a lot of pasty people in shorts. A lot of people that look like they're going to get some sunburns, all right? Be careful. You're not prepped for that, all right? You're not prepared for that burning ball of fire coming right at you.